All illegal narcotics are medicinal. Boredom is a disease worse than cancer. Drugs cure it. With little or no bad side effects if used as directed.
Like the Americans would go, fuck the French. Fuck the French. If we hadn't have saved their ass in 2 world wars, they'd be speaking German right now. You go, oh, was that us? That was us? Was that me and you, Tommy? We saved the French? Jesus. I know I blacked out a little bit after that 4th shot of Jägermeister last night, but
90% of every war that's ever been fought is because of some made-up, mind-controlled, completely fictional religion. You never hear in the news, 200 killed today when atheist rebels took heavy shelling from the agnostic stronghold in the north. If marriage didn't exist, would you invent it? Would you go, baby, this shit we got together, it's so good, we gotta get the government in on this shit. We can't just share this commitment between us. We need judges and lawyers involved in this shit, baby. It's hot.
How do you know what any artist had left? How do you know if Jimi Hendrix hadn't have died, he wouldn't have wound up doing Super Bowl halftime duets with Elton John right now? Rocket Man. And you're going, this is tragic. Why didn't that guy die? He was my hero. I don't want to see this. It's fucking pathetic.
Like, how has immigration hurt you on any level whatsoever? And it's always, they don't speak the language. And then don't talk to them. Hey, I solved your problem. Don't talk to them. My fucking neighbor speaks the language perfectly. I've lived there almost 2 years. I've never said one word to that asshole.
There's as many pedophiles in the world as there ever have been. If I were a parent, I would prefer that pedophiles were on MySpace. Keep them on the internet. Keep them jacking off in their own basement in South Carolina, as opposed to the old-fashioned way where they did laps around a schoolyard trying to fly fish Junior into the Oldsmobile with Smarties on a fishing line. Come on in here, boy. Get in there, boy. Yeah. It was always that the new generation was over the top, and we're going to be the first generation of elderly people complaining, but in the opposite fashion, where we're going, look at these kids today, these half faggots. We used to do crank off of titty dancers and shit. It was no one got hurt. We had a lot of fun. We got some good stories and herpes out of the deal. It was a fucking good time.
They say if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, then he's got to get a fishing license, but he doesn't have any money. So he's going to get a job, and he has to get into the Social Security system and pay taxes. And now you're going to audit the poor cocksucker because he's not really good with math. You pull the IRS van up to your house, he'll take all your shit. He'll take your Black Velvet Elvis and your Batman toothbrush and your penis pump, and that all goes up for auction with the burden of proof on you because you forgot to carry the one because you were just worried about eating a fucking fish, and you couldn't even cook the fish because you needed a permit for an open flame. And then the health department is going to start asking you a lot of questions about where are you going to dump the scales and the guts. This is not a sanitary environment. And ladies and gentlemen, if you get sick of it all at the end of the day, not even legal to kill yourself in this country. Thanks again. I live 7 miles off the Mexican border, and I see all these Mexicans that are taking Americans' jobs. You can see them every day. You watch Border Patrol dragging them 11 at a time out of a fucking Ford Focus, like a clown car, like plastic cuffs on, and you're right, they don't speak the language, and they probably have no education. They don't have fucking shoes half the time. They're like all tattered, castaway Gilligan's Island shorts, and they're filthy. They haven't had a drink of water in days. If that guy is as qualified for your job as you are a loser of such epic proportions. I would be ashamed. I would be humiliated to have someone find out that guy took my job.